Scammers so aggressive they may have driven a man to his death. Calls claiming to be from the IRS and threatening to put people in jail if they don't pay up. News Channel 5's Jennifer Reyes joins us from the newsroom. And Jennifer, this latest victim was so upset he took his own life.
Well, Vicki, as you can imagine, the family of this victim is very devastated. They're heartbroken. They do believe that scam artists, the pressure, the phone calls is what drove their loved one to take his own life.
It's almost impossible to try to defend your family members from this type of an attack.
Bob Andrews is mourning the loss of his father, 80-year-old Donald Andrews, who was live and well just last week.
This was just the worst thing that could possibly happen to him.
Prior to getting several robotic calls from what he thought was the IRS.
He was quite taken back by that.
The calls turned out to be too much for Donald Andrews, who suffered from dementia. His son says last Thursday he took his own life.
They're despicable, and that they need to understand that there's human beings on the other side of the computer screen.
A spokesperson for the IRS says scam artists are very hard to pinpoint because they're constantly changing tactics.
Message to
That's when
Thursday,
I answered it.
9.
Just this past September, 59-year-old Sandy Bogalski of Murfreesboro lost nearly $2,000 to a scam artist who threatened to send her to jail, something the IRS wouldn't do.
You will need to get $4,000 some odd dollars more to pay off what you owe.
According to the Treasury Department, thousands of victims across the country have already lost more than $1 million to these crooks.
The most important thing is just to stop when you receive that call.
Even the Better Business Bureau is getting calls on this.
There's nothing that will get the attention of the American public, the American taxpayer, quicker than those 3 letters, IRS.
Kathleen Callaghan says consumers are not defenseless. You just have to know how the system works.
Do you have a letter? That's the first thing to ask yourself. Did I receive a letter?
And if the call feels strange to you, it probably is.
And if you got a strange phone call and you didn't expect to hear from the IRS, you're not hearing from the IRS, and you should recognize that that's a scam.
And the calls come in different forms. You could get a real person or you could get a robot behind on the other side of the line. So if you get these calls, the IRS says don't call the number they give you to call back. Simply call the IRS directly to find out whether or not you do indeed owe money. And we have the contact information on our website, newschannel5.com. Reporting live in the newsroom this evening, I'm Jennifer Reyes, News Channel 5 HD.